Champions. I'm your host, Chris Budihas, and joining me virtually from Surprise, Arizona is Randy Phares with Dr. Box Consulting, Inc. Randy, how are you?
I'm great, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing great. So we were talking off camera. You've had quite the journey to get to Dr. Box Consulting. Number one, what is Dr. Box Consulting and how did you get to where you're at?
All right. Dr. Box Consulting is a consulting and coaching company that does expert witness work for legal cases, for forensic analysis, for transportation, like shipping and receiving, warehousing, and packaging.
Yeah.
And also supply chain consulting in the packaging space, and also executive coaching, where we help people that are underutilized or underappreciated or underpaid in their jobs find and secure the jobs of their dreams.
That's huge. So how did you get in this space?
All right. Well, I started out as a general laborer in a box plant at 21 and have no degree, have Tourette syndrome and ADHD, but I was able to rapidly go through promotion after promotion. I had to change companies a couple of times to do so,
Yeah.
but eventually I was challenged by the executive vice president of a Fortune 1000 company to turn around their multinational operations in Texas and Mexico. And in doing so, I was able to lead one of their top 5 turnarounds in their 110-year history out of over 60 plants. And I won a global award, the Best Achievement of Organizational Business Improvement in Manufacturing Award, given by the Global Six Sigma and Business Improvement Awards. Then I went off on my own as a consultant, and I was a CEO for an executive recruiting firm for a little bit, and then started getting into the consulting and coaching space. And I've been doing that for now, I guess, about 15 years.
Wow, that's a long time. Yeah, congratulations on that. So obviously you've been in this space for a while. There's just a lot of folks that want to get into consulting. What are some of the, and you're successful. I mean, you've been doing it for 15 years. Some other folks, they get a false start and then they realize, hey, I probably need to do it with a larger company before I do it on my own. But you've kind of taken your experience in the industry and brought it together to have a value proposition with these companies who obviously are coming to you for your expertise. What are some of the top 2 or 3 concerns you're seeing that need to be addressed with these companies you're working with that are common threads?
Well, it depends on the type of industry. A lot of times, like a lot of the work that I do is in supply chain,
Yeah.
where companies need to control their costs and be able to buy things better. And their people in their procurement departments are exceptional at their jobs, but they have a very wide ranging job. They're wearing a bunch of different hats. They have to manage the suppliers. They have to manage what's coming in, what the production's, lines are, making sure that everything's meeting. So they don't develop the elite skills in actually driving the best bottom line results in the cost side. So I can come in and save companies millions of dollars in their supply chain, both operations and procurement, but I specialize more in the procurement, even though I came up through mostly operations.
Yeah.
And then helping lead strategic direction for CEOs to make sure that they are providing the right value proposition to make their business sticky. If you get your business on price, you lose it easily on price. So you need to provide more than that, and you need to set your strategies accordingly so you can retain your business.
That's huge. And so, number one, do you service only locally or within the state of Arizona, or you got clients, are you willing to service clients nationally?
Worldwide, actually.
Oh,
I
okay.
helped
Yeah.
the U.S. government Yeah, I helped the U.S. government and Afghanistan governments launch 4 complete different industries in Afghanistan, and also once they got launched, help them meet the export standards to be able to export agricultural products to Iran, Iraq, India, Pakistan, things like that. So yeah, so I help clients all over the world, and I also do executive coaching for clients all over the world.
Okay, that's great. So Randy, what's your, you brought a value proposition earlier. So I'm going to ask you this question. What's your value proposition for Dr. Box Consulting versus any other consulting company?
Well, extreme expertise in packaging on that particular portion of our business.
Yeah.
And basically, I've had every job from running the machines to buying and selling the machines to running multiple operations in multiple countries and leading them to worldwide excellence. So I have experience at every facet of the industry. And then in my executive coaching, because I was a CEO for a successful executive recruiting company, I've been the person interviewing, I've been the person going on interviews, and I've gone into interviews that have been going on for greater than 6 months. And when I was done with the interview, called into the executive vice president's office saying, we don't want you to leave our building until you agree to come work for us. So what will it take to get you to work for us? I wrote my own ticket, my own package, and came. And it's through elite interviewing skills. Most people think they're great at it, but they're not good at it. There are so many nuances that are involved in understanding the psychology behind the questions and how to be a great interviewer. So in my executive coaching, one of the verticals that I do is help people find their dream job, out interview everyone else so they can get the dream job, and then help them achieve the work-life balance that they want so they can live happy and healthy lives. And that's basically my value proposition.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I love what you said because there's a lot of truth to that. I mean, just watching my own personal journey and then watching other people's journeys, as they kind of, move up the chain of command, as they say, you got to be able to sell yourself, and you are competing with others for that position. So if you can't communicate that effectively, then your ability to secure that position, you basically, that percentage goes down very quickly, and you lose the position. Though you may have been the most qualified person, maybe on paper or at least in your mind, the reality of it is you got beat out because they had a more succinct answer and they thought about what their value prop is. They communicated effectively. So Randy, how do folks find you and how they find Dr. Box Consulting?
All right. Well, they can find me at randyphares.com, randyphares.com. And that will have a bunch of information about me. For my expert witness work, it's mypackagingexpert.com and mytransportationexpert.com. For my free masterclass that I give on mastering interviews, they can go to fearlessachiever.com.
Okay.
And so those are a couple of ways that people can get in touch with me.
That, Randy. Yeah. So what we'll do is take all that contact information. We'll put it in our show notes, and we'll encourage folks to look. Number one, connect you on LinkedIn, and number two, take a look at your services across that wide range of areas. If they need help or just curious to reach out to you either directly on LinkedIn or at those URLs. So Randy, thanks for what you're doing. Appreciate you coming on Industry Champions and telling your story.
Thank you so much, Chris, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Yep, thank you very much. I'll stay in contact. Hey, folks, check out Randy and what he's doing. And, you like what you heard, please share with us. Connect with us both on LinkedIn. If you got questions, DM directly, message, if you will. Randy, we'll see you our next segment and live with gratitude.